Hi, I'm Ali and a warm welcome to the Ceramic Repair Studio. So in today's video I thought I would do a little bit of washing on an item. Now I have here a bowl with some warm soapy water, and also I've got a toothbrush so we can clean the item. Obviously toothbrushes have various hardnesses of bristle. This is medium to light, so we don't want to be too harsh on our item. I've also got some kitchen roll to actually wipe and for it to dry afterwards. Now I have been given a box with the item in. It's very old and it belongs to a client who was more sentimental value rather than monetary, and so I'm always excited when I open up old boxes. You never know what you're going to find. Right, some old paper here. Right, okay, so here we have a piece of plaster, and it looks like, and it's a cherub, and as you can see it's been broken on the head's come off, and a couple of the wings here, and it's quite yellow, and it also has a gold base. And here we have a box, and so we have a couple of the wings here which we can fix on at a later date, and then I think by looking at it it's going to also have some pieces missing. We'll have to adjust those. Yeah, we'll have some missing pieces, so we will have to fill that in with Milliput as well at another stage. And we have here the missing head. Again, it's quite discoloured. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to place very gently, because it is a glass bowl, the pieces of the wing pieces, and also the head. If you do have a bowl which is plastic, probably actually, to be honest, better, but if you do just have a glass bowl like me, just be careful when placing. And then here we have the main part. Now because of its porcelain, I'm not going to leave it in for too long. I'm just going to, I say porcelain, more like a plaster. I'm not actually going to leave it for too long, and I'm just going to dip it in, give it a bit of a brush, let it dry, and then we'll see how it goes, and I may have to repeat the process a few times. You really don't want to use anything too harsh, otherwise it will strip any gold gilding, and you don't actually want to damage the piece. So I'm just holding on very lightly into the jar, into the bowl, and with the brush just slightly start to give it a little bit of a brush here. Now it doesn't look like it's been glued before. Sometimes when you find pieces they tend to have old repairs, which on first glance you don't notice, but as you sort of get further into detail and look at the item, you tend to find that, you know, there are other things wrong with it, old repairs. And so I'll just keep dipping in. And just keep brushing it all the way along. And this would be my first stage. Once it's dry I can reassess and see what else we can do. Obviously it's very delicate, so you want to hold it in certain places, but it's always good to clean. And actually, even if it does have some yellowness to it, you know what, it's part of its life, but it's good to get these items nice and clean so we've got a good starting point. And just dip it into there. Whoops, hold on carefully. Now it looks like it's already had some extra Milliput or glue or some form of epoxy on here, which again I will assess once it's dried, once it's had a good old clean. And you just want to make sure it's cleaned all the way along. I'm just going to dip into the base as well, clean the base. It's quite dirty, especially old items. They tend to catch the dust everywhere. Then once I've cleaned the item, just like to just give it a few drips off, just place it on the side, and then just take some kitchen roll and just very gently, don't want to knock any hands or add anything, make any more breaks. and then just place it again on a piece of kitchen roll just to dry. So let's just take out, now we've got the head here. Again, just give it a good old wash, get rid of all the dirt. Sometimes I use Biotex or Vanish, but because we have gilding today, I've decided just to use the soapy water. And again, just give it a quick dry. Pass it dry and then just leave it to dry naturally. And then we'll just take off the wings. Again, just give it a good scrub with the brush. Dip in. And this would be my first process. And that looks like, yeah, I may have had a little bit of glue there previously. Just take that off. Right, so I'm just going to leave these pieces now to dry on the kitchen roll, to dry naturally, and then after that I can reassess and see what needs to be done. Now the dirt's been taken off, we can actually really look into the item. So I hope you enjoyed this very quick video tutorial, and I will next time will be looking and assessing and probably be placing back on the head and maybe even the wings on the item. So I hope you enjoyed this video of our little half-man piece, this cherub, and please subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and if you enjoy the video please give it a thumbs up, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Okay, bye.